Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Abdul, and in this channel we talk about everything that you need to know to successfully run your poultry business successfully. In today's video we will be exploring the things that we should do before the arrival of our day-old birds in our poultry house. So let's get right into it. Before your birds comes into the farm, in order to avoid problems of diseases affecting your poultry birds, it is a general rule that you should have properly washed and disinfected your poultry house for at least 2 weeks before the arrival of your birds. In my last video, I talked about the steps comprehensively of how to properly clean a poultry house. If you have not seen that video, I advise that you check it out so that you can learn the proper steps of cleaning and disinfecting your poultry house. It is time to get into the main purpose of today's video, which is the things that we need to do before the arrival of our day-old birds. Your typical brooder house would look like this. Newspapers on the sawdust. The newspaper helps to protect the bird's leg because it's soft for them, whilst the sawdust beneath the newspaper serves as an insulating material which helps to protect against the loss of heat, thereby keeping your birds warm. One of the material you want is a sawdust. You can see me touching the sawdust. You want to ensure that you have your sawdust down. It is very important. Now, I would like to point out that there are a lot of materials that you can use as your bedding for your brooding stage. However, I have chosen this sawdust because it is more abundant in my area. It is really relatively easy to get and less expensive. Plus, this is what I've been using for my brooding for a long time, and it has worked fine for me. You want to ensure that you have your newspaper on ground, because it would be a terrible idea to have your birds on ground and notice that you do not have your newspaper. Get this on ground. It is very important that you have it on ground. Next, you need to ensure you have your source of heat ready, which is the charcoal or the gas. Ensure you have it ready. After that, ensure you have your vitamins ready, because it will be very beneficial in helping your birds grow properly. You want to also have the medication called glucomol ready. It can be administered on the day of arrival of your birds, as well as a day before and after vaccination. It helps relieve your birds of stress. It gives them energy to be lively. The next medication you want to ensure you have is your anti-coccidial. Of course, coccidiosis is a poultry farmer's worst nightmare because the coccidiosis affects the intestine of the bird. It wears down their epithelium tissue, thereby making them unable to utilize the feed available to them. The next medication you want to have is your mild disinfectant, which can be administered orally into the drinking water of the birds. It can also be put in a knapsack sprayer in the right amount and sprayed above the birds to reduce bacterial activity. You also want to have your antibiotics down. It's very important. Your light source has to be ready. Are you solar? You also need to ensure you have your charcoal stove down if you are using the charcoal. And lastly, you want to ensure that your drinkers and your feeders have been properly washed and disinfected, and that you have also inspected them to see that there is no leakage or any broken part in your drinker or your feeder. And yes, all of the items that have been mentioned in this video are the items that you require to successfully take your birds through the brooding process successfully. It is very important that you have these items ready before the arrival of your day-old chicks to your farm. I also want you to note that the medications that have been mentioned in this video should only be administered to your birds as advised by your veterinary doctor. If you do not have a veterinary doctor, I am saying it is important that you have a veterinary doctor right now that visits your farm once in a while. With this, we have come to the end of today's video. I hope you found it informative. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Do have a blessed day.